Hey guys, how you going? It's Laura here again. I thought I would just do a quick little get ready with me video. I tried this look out the other night and I loved it, so I thought I would try and do it again. I am off today. I'm feeling a little bit sick. So because I'm feeling crap, I decided to haul out the camera and make myself feel a little bit better. Without further ado, let's just crack on into it. Okay, so what I'm going to start with is the Porefessional by Benefit. So I'm just going to pop that onto my face. Okay, now that we have given that time to set, we are going to crack into the foundation. Now today, just to change things up a little bit, I am going to be using a brush. If any of you guys follow me on Lolo Rose Facebook page, you know I love myself a sponge, but we're going to shake it up with a brush today. Okay, so this is the Colourpop No Filter Stick Foundation. I quite like this one. I find Colourpop did do a lot of things right when it came to their foundation. It's very affordable. It's certainly not your luxury brand. I do prefer a more coverage when it does come to going out for the night. I'm still learning how I like to wear stick makeup, so I just kind of slam it all over my face and look a bit weird to begin with. But I do think for an affordable, I believe it's $16, they absolutely nailed it for that. Now for this one, I'm actually going to be using a tapered Pro Foundation brush. I believe this is a Sephora brand. Now I'm actually finding this one with the Colourpop, it's just not really working the best, so I'm gonna actually change to my Zoeva brush, because this one works a little bit more as a buffer, and I just think with the bristles more firmly together, it gets the foundation across a little bit better. I just find this Zoeva brush, it honestly just puts your foundation on so flawlessly. Does anyone else do that mouth thing when you're putting on your foundation? Now I am just going to pop into some concealer, and because we're doing Colourpop, let's go with some Colourpop concealer as well. So I'm going to do the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. This, again, I believe is $8 to $16. I use theirs for a bit more like brightening underneath the eyes. So I'm just going to go to town and try and brighten up those under eyes of mine. And then I've got a little spot there, as you do. And a little spot there, and then I'm just going to brighten up here as well, and then down here, and then a little bit on the nose. Okay, now for popping this on, I am going to I'm actually going to give my tapered brush another go, just because I do love using this one. So we'll just see if it works a little bit better. Yeah, there we go. So this is a much creamier formula to their foundation. So their foundation, potentially just because it is a stick and not a liquid, it is quite a firm formula. So I think with that one, it just needed a bit firmer of a brush. Perfect. Now, something I have learned from watching lots of people online is that you need to do what works best for your face. So for me, bringing out this area here, right here, and then a little bit up on the top works really well for me. That might not work best for you. Potentially you have you know, different facial structures, different areas that are problematic. For me personally, I'm not a big fan of my nose, so I like to contour my nose to make it look the way I want it, which is the beauty of makeup. You can make yourself look however you want, and you should just have fun with it all the time. Alright, so I think that is basically it for my concealer foundation. Now I am just going to add some pressed powder on there just to kind of set my face before we get cracking into anything else. So I'm going to be using the Marcel face powder. Any of my other videos that you've watched, I have also been using this. I do really like it. I am not a big fan of lots of face powders. I do find most of them tend to break me out for some reason. This one, however, has always been a winner to me. So for this, I'm actually just going to grab my Precision Face Bare Minerals big angled brush. Now this one does not, it's a little bit different to this one, so I don't know if you can tell, but this one has quite close together bristles and this one's not, so we're going to try and use that for a powder. We're just going to press into the bottom of our face. Bottom of our eye, sorry. And it is all good if you have too much. This comes off. The reason I'm doing this is to almost set my concealer in there. Now, I don't normally do this, but I felt like doing something different today, apparently, in all aspects of my makeup. I'm just going to set it on my nose as well, and just up here. And I managed to get it all over myself as well. Alright, so next we are going to add in some purple. So I'm going to start by just cutting the crease in the back, and then we're going to work our way out. So I'm just going to use a little crease brush. This is QUO, drugstore brand, got it back in Canada. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab this really gorgeous purple color down here. We're just going to grab some of that. And just buff that in back here. There we go. Now I have really deep set eyes, so I do struggle with making sure colors actually get seen. Now we are going to exaggerate this look a little bit, so don't be afraid to pull that up. Just make sure if you are pulling it up, you're not pulling it up this way because that makes your eyes look funny. But if you pull it out, it gives you a much better blown out look. And see how I'm just going to start dragging it in down here? There we go. That's just going to make sure everything's basically connected. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to be using a little fluffy brush. And we're just going to grab this color right here. This is a beautiful purpley color. And I'm just hoping I can get enough on my product. Onto my brush to actually show you right here. Beautiful color, beautiful product. So we're just going to add that right on the middle of your eye, and just to bring that down. Alright, so now we have a little bit more of a transition going on there. I am actually just going to grab some of this beautiful sparkly color. And I might just use a little bit more of a, so another Zoeva brush here. We're just going to pick up some of the product. And now I'm just going to do a nice little right over the lid here. Again. There we go. I do find it is so hard to find a company that does good purples. So if you know any, let me know. I'm really excited to try the new Colourpop purple palette. I cannot remember the name of it, however I'll put a link for it in the description. Now I'm just going to go back to this little fluffy brush, and what I'm going to do is I am going to go into the Naked Urban Decay Smokey palette, and we are going to grab some smolder here. And we're just going to dab that in. See how like already this one just has way more product on it? I do find Too Faced, for some reason, I don't know if it was just my palette, just the product just doesn't pack on well. Alright, so I'm just going into the crease with a nice little fluffy brush, so you want to keep it nice and light. There we go, and then just like before, we're going to pull it out a little bit, but this time we're not going to go all the way up to the crease. There we go. Now this is definitely more of an exaggerated look, so don't worry, we are going to make it look a little bit cleaner as well by the time we're done. Alright, so now to finish up this look, we're going to do my favorite part, which is adding a little bit of some golden shimmery glitter. So what I'm going to do is I am going to grab I don't have a small enough brush for this really. I'm just going to grab the end of the Urban Decay brush that actually came with this set. So you have a fluffy brush on one side and you have a little one on the other. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some Dirty Sweet, which is my favorite color of this entire palette. I use this in almost all of my looks. I adore this color. Like, look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. gorgeous. Okay. Back to the task at hand. We're just going to add in a little bit here. And then pull it underneath the eye as well. Now, one of the things I don't like doing is using my purple as an under eye. I do find that will just give me bags galore. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to now add a little bit. I'm just going to go back and forth between Dirty Sweet and High, and we're just going to go over that, in there, over that, in there, and then same thing on this side. And then right up into the brow bone there. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just buff out all those edges. I'm going to use this same exact brush because it does have some lighter coloring on it. And we're just going to blend everything out. Okay, so now I'm just going to add in some eyelashes. So I'm just going to be using my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. We're going to chuck that on really quickly. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay, so now I'm just going to finish up my face. So next step is to brush this off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go under the eye. Now if you're wondering, I did leave it there on purpose because with this type of makeup it does get quite dark, and if there was any fallout, this way I can just easily brush it away and it's not going to look smeared at all. So last thing we're going to do is just finish up our face. So I'm just going to add a little bit of eyebrows and then some bronzer and highlighter. So for my brows, I'm going to be using my favorite ever Anastasia brow pomade, one of those, and just quickly fill it in. Now if you know me, I do not stress about eyebrows. Some days I just don't even do them. Most days I don't even do them. But I find with their product, it's so quick. And like, look how well that fills them in with like no stress at all. Alright, so last thing, we're just going to add some highlight. So I'm going to grab I'm actually going to dip into the Naked, and I'm going to use these two colors again. Now, what do I have for a small little highlight brush? I don't really think I have anything. I'm going to use this, so it's a big, like, fluffy brush, and I'm just going to go in and in here. Now, I mess up my palettes because I'm a savage. And then I really hope there's nothing on this already. So I just want like a light highlight today. Alright guys, my camera died. I have no idea what we got up to with the products, so I will just do a quick little finish exit video sort of thing. So I haven't put anything on my lips. That will be next. But we did add in some bronzer and some highlight. Now for the bronzer, I used my Too Faced. For my highlight, I actually used in the Naked palette this color right here with just a little small brush. And it's just pretty. It's a very, very pretty highlight. Okay, so last thing I'm going to do is just add in some lips and then add in some spray just to make sure everything just sets where it's supposed to. Alright, so far we are still good. I'm just going to add in, what lipstick should we use today? I'm feeling a little bit like it should be something, oh, I feel like there's a little bit funny there. Anyway, I'm feeling, I feel like red might be a little bit too much with the eyes, so we're going to go for a little bit more of a pinky color. So we will do this gorgeous color from Smashbox, which is just kind of your everyday little pink. It is Latte. I'm going to add some of that. in there, and there. There we go. So super easy look. And now just our setting spray. So I'm just using the Colourpop. Can you tell I like them? Colourpop All-Star setting spray. Now I will say with this setting spray, I had been trying to place the smell for such a long time. I'm wet right now. Anyway, I've been trying to place this smell for so long, and it smells just like bug spray. So now I have questions as to what I have been spraying on my face. But it works. So if bug spray works, there we go. Do not put bug spray on your face. It just smells like it. So I'm just going to take some hair out there. And we have a finished everyday look. What do you guys think? Alright, so if you guys liked today's video, please make sure to subscribe and like this video, and I will be back hopefully very soon with another one. If there's anything you guys would like to see or have any questions, comments, or concerns, make sure to leave it down below. Alright, bye guys!